That was a very good episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the stakes just got higher, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's expanded Westview.
So the barrier has expanded.
Yeah, it seems like it's growing bigger. The hex has grown bigger.
Not quite sure how much bigger, right?
Well, it completely swallowed up the encampment.
Yeah, that's right.
And
So-
why did it have? They had to change into clowns. Why?
Why? Yeah, that's
it
a
was
good question.
So funny how they turned into clowns.
Yeah, that was freaky.
I think it's just because it's a Halloween episode. That's why.
They had to turn into clowns. That was freaky.
Yeah, fits the whole Halloween theme, right?
Yeah.
Clowns and mimes.
Actually, I forgot that Jono hates clowns, so maybe it was probably not the best characters to turn into.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, what's the clown? Clown phobia.
Clown phobia. There's a term for it. You mean?
It,
Yeah, there is.
it's like something other phobia.
Right, some phobia. Could look it up.
It's called colrophobia.
Huh?
Colrophobia.
Coral.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was like,
Anyway.
yeah, it's just yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, a few interesting things happen, isn't it, in the episode?
Quite a lot of things happen.
A lot of things happen, yeah.
Like the boys found their superpowers.
Powers, yes. What
So
Billy
now- yeah.
and Tommy, yeah?
Billy
Speed
and Tommy, Wiccan and Speed.
Wiccan and Speed. So one has super speed, the other seems to like be able to read minds or something. Or...
Yeah,
It's
so-
telepathy.
So Billy got
Yes.
the mother's powers,
Yeah. And then the other one
and
got...
Speed got
Visions, right? Is it?
yes, Speed got
It-
Quicksilver's
that,
powers.
His uncle's powers.
Well, yeah, the uncle as
Quicksilver.
well, eh? The
Oh,
uncle is
uncle.
super speed. Yeah.
But considering the uncle, this is definitely not the Evan Peters Quicksilver of the X-Men.
Oh.
Pietro.
Yeah, all they did was apparently it's the X-Men Quicksilver's face,
Oh.
but it does seem like this Pietro is actually the Pietro that we do know, with a different face.
So it's just a different face. Yeah.
Is he Vision side or Wanda's side?
Wanda. So
Oh,
he's Wanda's brother.
Wanda's brother. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they were twins, yes.
Oh, they were twins.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Wanda and Pietro Maximoff, twins.
Twins.
Yeah. So it's exactly what Darcey Lewis said. They recast him. So he's actually still the MCU Quicksilver.
It seems so, but how did he return? Even Pietro didn't really know. Because the last thing he remembered was being shot, yes.
I got shot like a chump on the street.
And then
Yeah.
all he said that he heard Wanda and said that she needed him.
Actually, he got shot by Hawkeye, didn't he? Or something.
No. He was saving Hawkeye.
Oh, sorry. He was saving Hawkeye. Yeah.
Trying to
Oh, sorry.
save Hawkeye and then got shot doing
And got shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Blocked it or something.
But considering they actually showed that scene at the beginning, like previously. I think this is the first time where we actually saw the actual movie scene in the previously section. of the
Previously
episode.
on recap at the beginning. Yeah.
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 We actually saw the Aaron Taylor Johnson Quicksilver dying.
Mm. Yeah.
Had that brief recap moment of him getting shot. So.
Yeah.
That's right. There was an Asian lady. I don't know whether. Oh, sorry. Can you see it? Sorry.
Yeah, that Asian lady. We do not actually know who that is.
Is she important?
Maybe.
Maybe because they did show it for more than just a bit. Yeah.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
considering that a lot of those people were either in slightly moving, like an NPC, or just completely not moving at all.
Hmm.
It's quite interesting.
So this is what Jono's saying. Evan Peters is still playing Quicksilver. Still the MCU's Pietro. Not the one from Fox X-Men
Yeah,
movies.
it doesn't seem so, depending on the memories of
The memories, yeah.
Pietro.
Recast, just a recast. Because as you say, right, all he remembers is this bit. I got shot like a chum on the street for no reason at all, and the next thing I know, I heard you calling me. Yeah. So interesting why they would use him though instead of.
Apparently, as well, it doesn't seem like it was Wanda's choice.
She said, "Why are you why do you look different, right?"
Yeah, it's like, why do you look different? And she even tested his memory. But it ended up being the actual Pietro that we do know, just with a different face. Like, why do you look different? What happened to your accent?
Yeah. So maybe speculation is it's just a way to set up the X-Men somehow by having him be the link. And
Somehow,
that's it,
but
yeah.
this is not a good X-Men link.
So
All they did was share the same face.
yeah, share the same. Well, share
Well,
the
they
same.
took the face from the
Took the
X-Men.
face. Yeah. Yeah.
Storyline is still the same. They haven't changed.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but considering, did you notice that one of the woman who was hanging up the thing, she was actually crying?
Yeah, there was like a tear,
Yeah, there was a tear.
and I think that's what Vision noticed, and that the residents were all trapped.
Yeah, it seems like they were trapped, and even though they were like hardly moving, they kept repeating the same pattern. But that woman cried.
Well, I think Darcey did. Is it Darcey who mentioned that the people towards the edge of the town were not
Not
doing too much or just staying still?
Yeah.
So the further you move out from the center, right, the less they are like actually doing anything.
Yeah, because they're not in the episode or in the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting way to do it. As well as in the last episode, there were no kids.
Yeah.
And now there are many kids.
Oh, and it's kids, yeah.
Yeah, where do they come from?
Yeah, where did they come from? Like, even Pietro said the same thing. Like, where did all these kids come from? Were they just like sleeping for a long time and then they suddenly just wake up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yep.
And also Agnes, isn't it? Agnes was, because all this time we keep thinking she might be a villain, but then in this episode in the car, it looks like she's also under someone's control.
It seems so, but also she was the only one who was able to talk back, interestingly.
To talk back about what?
Like, she apparently got lost in the town that she grew up in.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she was able to respond before Vision, like, broke her out of that memory.
Yeah, well, yeah, he awakened her.
Yeah, she awakened her after the fact that he said that she got lost in this town that she grew up in.
True, yeah.
Mm.
Although...
So how come she was able to talk back when everyone else was just frozen?
Like she was trying to,
She was trying, yes.
Yeah, she was trying to leave, it seems, yeah. But why was she trying to leave?
Yeah.
Because for a long time we've been thinking that she was the
bad guy.
Yeah.
Agatha Harkness or
Agnes.
whoever. Yeah.
That was helping control it.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe.
It looks like Agnes is being controlled too.
Oh yeah, that's what we were saying, right? Or maybe the show's trying to mislead us to think that she's not a bad guy, but
But she is.
And as well, she did tell Vision directly that he is dead.
Yeah, he said you are dead, And am I dead? Yeah, because you are dead.
Yeah. That was quite
Yeah.
blunt.
Yeah. After Vision tapped it off the mind control thing, just for a short moment, she reviewed that. Yeah.
Yep, but as well, Vision doesn't remember being an Avenger. He didn't even know what the Avengers were.
Yeah, how come he doesn't remember?
Yeah,
But
when he died,
Agnes definitely remembered the Avengers, and she does seem to know some history to know that Vision is actually dead.
Yeah, so that's the interesting thing. So Vision.
Unless like everyone knew that Vision is dead already.
yeah, it seems like the outside world knew about his death.
Yeah.
Like the public actually knew. So that's
Yeah.
So yeah, so maybe Vision only remembers everything in Westfield, but nothing from before that.
Yeah, he doesn't remember anything before Westview. That was at the end of last episode where he actually revealed that he has no memory.
Yeah, no memory.
It's like as soon as he died, all his memories got erased or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or in Wanda's version of that reality.
Yeah, because in this episode, he even questions who the Avengers are. Like, who? Seemingly doesn't remember anything. Interesting.
He lost his memory.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so
Look at those,
like,
the memory got wiped completely.
Yeah, it
because
seems
he
so.
wasn't blipped away, right? He was killed twice, actually.
It was cool
Yeah.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think as well that Evan Peters' Quicksilver was
Oh, is that a costume?
kind of thought now that it
I
was
remember.
not the big reveal that people were talking about.
Yeah.
It was a reveal, but now there are more people who are coming out saying that the Evan Peters Quicksilver reveal was not the big reveal.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't. I'd like to add, yeah, you're right, because apparently, according to an article, the big review is at the final episode.
The final
big,
episode, and they also said that
the high
the
profile cameo.
identity is still a secret.
Yeah, it's still a secret. Apparently it's a high profile actor, and it's someone that Paul Bettany really wants to work with, always wanted to work with in the past and never has.
Oh,
Yeah.
There must be someone different, someone who hasn't worked in the MCU at all.
Yeah. Mark Hamill as Mephisto.
Possibly.
Yeah, I was thinking about Mephisto and Mark Hamill.
Well, if they said that it's going to rival the Mandalorian's reveal, who else would it be than Mark Hamill?
Yeah.
Mark Hamill again. It's funny. He's a big cameo for both Mandalorian and possibly WandaVision. What's the chance of that, right?
That would be totally awesome. I mean, possibly not likely, but that's a good thought.
But technically, yeah, I should show you this YouTube video. Like this guy, he deducted who could be the big cameo at the end, at the final episode, and yeah, like I guess you just got to watch it to know. But
yeah, that would be revealed in the final episode.
He mentioned names like Patrick. Yeah, he mentioned names like Patrick Stewart. What's Ian McKellen?
Magneto.
Yeah. So he mentioned his name, but it's just his potential predictions.
But somehow I don't think it's Magneto, mainly because in this episode they were talking about the parents.
Yeah.
And that's the parents that they did talk about in the last episode as well, who died. So it's definitely not the Magneto X-Men story arc. It's a different.
It's just because their parents were normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were Sokovians. Probably adopted Pietro and Wanda. Yeah.
Apparently they were actually the kids, and then they ended up being in a foster home. That's what they said.
Okay.
But their actual parents died. Then they went to a foster home. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of interesting the events going on, and I don't think it's going to link to the X-Men now because they kind of busted that theory.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Story is too different to be able to link them.
Yeah, the story is too different, and what Pietro revealed in this episode, he's definitely the Pietro that we do now.
Yeah.
And
Quite different
definitely
universe.
not the one that he was reprising from the X-Men. Except the face.
Yeah.
The face
except
was
the
the only
face.
thing that was the same.
Yeah, just the image is the same, but his character was actually, yeah, it's definitely not the X-Men one. It's more
Yeah,
the
but
MCU one.
yeah.
The
But as
Avengers
it
one.
seems like everyone does know that that is not his face.
Or people who are MCU fans, yeah, you know.
Just like his brother came into town, but he brought the wrong face.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it seems like Hayward in this episode went kind of mad.
Yeah. I don't know what he's planning, but he seems to have something up his sleeve to try and
Oh.
It seems so, but now his plans might have been completely crushed because all of his soldiers have been like,
Oh yeah.
turn into clowns.
Yeah,
Been,
clowns and
have been
and
and
They're
miners.
inside Westview. They're now trapped inside Westview.
Yeah.
as well. So
yeah, but it seems like he was trying to get rid of those characters again. Yeah. Like why? He had to find a way to sideline them so he could do his own thing.
You know, it's the helicopter turned into a air balloon, a
Yeah.
hot balloon.
Yeah.
that was
Some of them turned into
that.
miners.
And the big Carol Danvers name drop.
Yeah, Karen Danvers. Yeah.
oh yeah, Captain
Hmm.
Marvel. Yeah. Monica's connection with her.
Yeah. I know your history with Carol Danvers,
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
I noticed that when Pietro started zipping around at high speed, when he did with Tommy, there was a Top Gun reference.
Really?
then he's
Top Gun
Yeah,
reference.
they both said, I feel the need for speed.
Oh, Need for Speed. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Feel the need for
Yeah.
speed. Yes.
Good reference.
1986, Top Gun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah. That may be an Easter egg.
That could be an
Yeah.
Easter egg.
Yeah, I picked
Yeah.
up that reference. It's a neat one.
Because this is
And
supposed
that weird
to.
Kick-Ass reference as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kick-Ass.
just, you know,
Kick-Ass.
yeah, Pietro and Tommy say, I feel the need for speed. The quote is from 1986 Top Gun. Also, Tommy's superhero name in the comics is
Yeah.
Speed.
Yeah.
So there's
Need for
that.
Speed, yeah. I mean, this episode is supposed to pay homage to the 90s anyway, so that could
Yeah.
definitely be a
Yeah.
reference.
Yep, and I remember, the Scarlet Witch costume is back, like the old one.
And actually, also Vision, right? Like
Yeah,
both Vision. They
but
look
but
more
effectively, I remember an interview where Elizabeth Olsen was told that she would never have to wear that costume, but they ended up able to get her in that costume somehow.
Well, I guess the excuse is, it's a Halloween episode, so why not dress up as something? And so,
Yes, that's Scarlet Witch.
yeah, I mean, it definitely is more bright and colorful, more like the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but effectively, Elizabeth Olsen never wanted to wear that
Also,
before.
what's the reason why she didn't like it? Like,
I think it was when they first started the whole thing. It says she looked at the costume and says, "I'm definitely not going to wear something like that."
Oh, you mean when they were doing the movies?
Yeah.
Vampy or something, you know. Like,
It probably won't. It probably looks a bit corny if you were to
yeah.
have that as a, I guess, in the movies.
Yeah.
I guess for Halloween party. Yeah, it's,
You mean
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the Scarlet Witch? That's the Scarlet Witch
Yeah,
costume?
Scarlet. That's the
think-
Scarlet Witch costume.
Oh.
yeah. I thought I was about to say the comic that costume
That's the
references a comic character version. Yeah.
Oh, I see. And what about Vision's one?
Yeah,
It
it's
looks-
a
yeah.
kind of comic-y.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
very colorful and bright.
Yeah. Vision,
sort of-
it runs with kick ass a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Me.
which is why there was that kick-ass reference.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
I see. Mm.
And also Mexican wrestler.
yeah, it does look like one of those Mexican.
Yes, Mexican wrestler.
Oh, okay.
And did you know Quicksilver's costume is Quicksilver's costume in the comic?
Oh,
I think.
yes.
Yeah, so many references.
It's
Actually-
cool that they've actually referenced the comic book costumes in this episode.
Mm.
The zombie.
Scarlet
She
Witch.
wanted to wear it. See.
I think eventually
Witch.
she did, but a long time back she didn't.
Oh, before she didn't. Now she
Yeah.
does. Yeah. They fully embraced her original comic book costume so that she could wear it on WandaVision.
Interesting. Mm.
Because I think that interview was before WandaVision started.
Oh, before WandaVision.
Oh yeah. Okay. So before she wasn't. Yeah.
Mm. See.
Yeah. We have to go
Just
full
learn.
into it, like a whole Halloween episode. Classics. This is the comics.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
So
now
Mm.
comic accurate in this one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of funny how they go back to that.
Mm.
Why do you
It's
think Vision starts to die outside the hex?
because he is dead.
And so
Yeah.
you think he
Supports
can
that.
only survive within the hex?
It seems
Yeah,
so.
when she's obviously keeping him alive.
Mm.
can't stay alive if he's outside.
I don't think her mind control is strong enough to keep him alive outside of her bubble.
Your bubble, yeah.
Yeah, of rewriting reality, it seems.
Yeah,
So he's got to stay in Westview to stay alive, basically.
Yeah, so she expanded it to say Vision, and apparently transform everyone into
yeah,
scary clowns.
yeah.
And everything changed, like even the cars changed. That used car lot changed into like old cars.
yeah. And the army van turned into an ice cream van.
Ice cream truck, yeah.
Ice
that
cream
was-
truck. Yeah.
That was fun.
You even hear the ding dong of the ice cream truck. Like, what? That was ridiculous. So it's kind of
But-
comical.
I was wondering about the girl that was handcuffed to the front of the truck.
Darcey Lewis.
I wonder what happened to her.
That's a good question. Does she actually go into the hex now? Is she a part of the hex?
Yeah,
Well, she got
you
forced
actually
to the
you
hex.
actually see her going in,
Yeah,
but it didn't show what happened.
yeah. We don't know what happened to her after she got.
Yeah,
Like she didn't immediately change. She seemed to have disappeared compared to everyone else changing. I know what's going to happen there. And now Hayward is without his men.
Yeah. So I wonder how he's gonna continue, like now that he hasn't got his team, with him.
But I think it serves him right for the move that he pulled.
oh yeah, sending a rocket in, that's pretty stupid.
yeah. Last episode.
Yeah, and trying to get rid of not only Monica Rambeau and Jimmy Woo and Darcey Lewis. He completely tried to sideline them.
He's up to something sort of sneaky and dodgy, probably.
Yeah, it seems so.
Oh.
Yeah, even finding out how to track Vision and didn't even share it with the team.
Yeah. So he seems to have had his own sort of plans.
His own agenda somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Definitely got his own agenda.
This is what Bill was saying. So, feel the need for speed. The quote is from 1986 Top Gun. Tommy's superhero name is Speed. If we stretch really, really far, we can connect the upcoming Top Gun sequel to Marvel, as it stars Miles Taylor, who played Reed Richards in the awful Fantastic Four reboot.
Yeah, that was a horrible movie.
Yeah, that was not good.
Looking forward to the new Fantastic Four.
Well, whenever that comes,
It happens, I guess.
it will happen
Well,
eventually.
Well, they have already confirmed it during the press conference.
All right, earlier in the year, yeah.
Yes,
was
so
it?
Fantastic Four will have a new story within the MCU, meaning not the Fox's two horrible series of
Yeah.
Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
which spans about 2 movies for one of them and just a singular standalone movie of the other, which was absolutely horrible.
Well, yeah, that one was an attempt at a reboot, isn't it? So
Yeah, but it
took-
was also a reboot to try to get Marvel not to be able to acquire it
all right,
until Disney completely acquired Fox.
and then they had no choice.
Yeah, then they had no choice. But Fox did that so the MCU couldn't have the Fantastic Four for a while.
Yeah.
Those partnerships kind of always seem to get in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Wanda is pretty suspicious of this version of Pietro.
Pietro. Mhm.
Yeah, probably. Because it's not the same face.
Yeah.
Because he's suspicious about what's really going on there. He's asking a lot of pointed questions.
And, it's like he's jogging her memory the same way that Monica Rambeau was before she got blasted. And then, he got blasted too.
Yeah, so Quicksilver remembered those. And he even told Wanda about the kids, like where did all the kids come from? And he said that he's impressed of what she actually did. Like, how is she doing it? He even asked directly, how is she actually doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he knows. So he's probably from the out. Well, he is from the outside. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's sort of like a plant. Sort of, he could be a sword agent, actually.
Yeah.
This
Could
guy,
be.
Possibly, or some theories are predicting that that's Pietro is Mephisto in disguise,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is an interesting theory.
Yeah, it's a bit left field. Yeah, interesting.
Yep, good old Pietro. So many theories behind him right now.
Some Easter eggs.
Oh yeah.
Well, this one we did get. It's a comic book costume. Yeah. And also Vision's comic book costume.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Quicksilver even has comic book
Yeah,
costume.
and they even got the hair. They even got the hair.
what the hell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Comic book accurate. If hilarious designs of Vision and Scarlet Witch. But introduction of
Like
Evan
that
Peters
type of
Quicksilver.
hair was also not in the X-Men, so this was distinctively comic book related ones.
Insane hairstyle, yeah. He says
Yeah.
insane hairstyle.
Yeah, because that hairstyle only was in the comics, when they did for the X-Men as well as Aaron Taylor Johnson's,
Mm.
it was just normal hair.
Well, it has to be. I mean, to be on a big screen, you really can't do something like this. It's just too cheesy.
Yeah, it looks kind of cheesy.
So that's why this is actually a very good opportunity to be able to
So
do
just
this.
do the hairstyle this time
Yeah.
around, yeah.
Just a one off.
Yeah.
Even the kids
Halloween is when you can be as
silly
as you
as you have to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy and Tommy wear their costumes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Wiccan and Speed.
We can and speed on the left, we can on the right.
I was interested by
Yeah.
the yoga comment
YoMagic.
the ad for yoga because
Yeah.
Open it.
I think we're trying to find out what it means because we had no idea the connection.
Oh, the commercial. Yeah.
The commercial.
Big
And the
commercial.
fact you put it,
I actually do remember yoga. And I just found something here. The YoMagic commercial. YoMagic is a yoga snack, but the commercial has a real strong shark bites vibe. Shark bites were terrible. You probably would have died too if that saw you later on a desert island. Stuck on YoMagic might indicate that someone or something is feeding off Wanda's deal here, or perhaps she is channeling the mystical energy of someone even stronger than herself to keep the hex alive.
Yeah, maybe. 'Cause
Maybe.
so here it says the advert. This one. That as you've already mentioned, right? Doesn't really reference events in the past. This one.
Mm.
But,
Just some the general theme. For all her power, Wanda has been unable to drive back death itself.
There's
Maybe
there's,
not a lot here this time.
yeah. there's a
Yeah,
reference.
and if
There's a reference to the Infinity Stones in the commercial.
In this one.
This ad features a kid alone on a desert island who grimly ends up looking like old Red Skull or
Oh, you mean because of the skull?
It's
a red skull.
I think that's a bit of a long shot.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more just saying that about death, right?
Yeah, because Red Skull wasn't created by an Infinity Stone.
Well, there's no doubt in our minds that these commercials are all about the stone, all about both the stones and horrible moments from Wanda's past, according to Denim Geek.
Yeah.
And then Red Skull has nothing to do with Wanda's past.
Yeah, I mean
And he wasn't also created by an Infinity Stone. He was injected by the same formula that created
Captain America.
Captain America.
That's a Captain America storyline.
Yeah, that's a Captain America storyline, and it was an early version of that same formula that created Captain America.
He's more like a Tesseract guy.
He was transported by the Tesseract. He wasn't created by the Tesseract.
It just says that he grimly ends up just looking like, not is, just looking like.
Yeah.
Looking like old Red Skull on Vormir.
Yeah. But then you could say the same about all kinds of skulls.
Yeah, probably.
It looked like the Red Skull because he's a skull. Although interestingly, you can see he's wearing red.
Well, who knows? I don't think there's a connection there, but whatever. And did you actually notice that the beginning, like, whole start of the show?
You mean the opening credits?
Yeah, the opening credits.
Yeah.
The lyrics were like really particular. Yeah, it was like how they were like stuck in there and like make it what you
illusion,
want.
yeah,
Like
or
we're
something.
making it up as we
Yeah.
go along.
Interesting. I think we mentioned this, or maybe not, but this is
Yes, I
every-
remember that.
Yeah,
remember
we
that-
kind of mentioned that early on because
Yeah, I remember that commercial from the 2000s.
yeah, the
Yeah.
opening credits, yeah. Like
the writers of the Frozen songwriters created all of the lyrics from
For
even
all-
episode 1
yeah.
right now.
So they wrote all the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this opening credits scene definitely was more peculiar because they definitely had more lyrics.
And you're saying that the lyrics are quite
Revealing, I guess.
specific, yeah,
Yeah.
about what's happening in Westview.
Interesting.
Oh, actually, we haven't gone through all this. Hang on, the Easter eggs yet. Let's see. Pietro reverts to an
So we
American
kind of
accent at
we kind of
times.
cheating with all of this. But yeah, we talked about that as well because
Quicksilver, yeah.
Wanda asked him about his accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Pietro returned back saying, "What's happened to your accent?"
But she also has an American accent in.
Yeah. Well, in the X-Men films, Quicksilver was brought up in America and has an American accent.
Yeah, but it's not the
yeah.
same accent that he's using in this.
That's right.
The American.
Something must have happened, or he just borrowed the thing.
The Incredibles and Parent Trap are showing it.
Well, if you freeze frame it, you might see
Yeah.
what's actually showing at the cinema.
The
Incredibles.
and the Parent Trap.
Man, Incredibles, when did that come out? In the 90s? Really?
No.
I think it was a 2000.
Yeah.
In
I think that's a bit too early.
Yeah.
2000s, for sure.
But it's a cool thing that they added it in, I think.
Well, apparently they say it's appropriate because The Incredibles
Yeah,
is a
it's
Pixar film
a
about a
superhero
superhero family, including a young super speedster.
Yeah.
While the Parent Trap involves two people switching identities and accents.
I guess that
The
makes
current
sense.
mark features The Incredibles, 2004, and The Parent Trap. The former is about
2004, is it?
2004, yeah, we waited like 15 years for Incredibles 2.
Oh yeah, wow. That's a long time.
Funny how long it took. Like, you know,
Yeah.
to have a sequel.
yeah.
Would think it would be pretty quick, you know.
Yeah, like if you ever went to the cinema when they had the Incredibles 2, how many people were kids in there? They were all like adults.
It's like,
Or
Well,
people
15
who
years
said,
have
like,
passed.
"I've
They
been
probably
waiting."
brought their kids
Yeah.
along.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But then the parents was like saying, "I've been waiting 15 years for this movie."
Yeah, exactly.
those
It's like the
kids
next generation.
usually brought their own kids.
Yeah, introducing them to a whole new generation.
But then
of
the kids
fans.
would be too young, I think.
Yeah.
Both The Incredibles and Parent Trap properties owned by Disney.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why they're showing these two films in
Yeah.
particular.
Um,
Yeah,
Mm.
because Disney also
Yeah,
bought
yeah.
Pixar.
Yeah, they have everything. Yeah.
Yeah, The Incredibles have often been likened to the Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, that's right. Yeah.
And in September 2019, director Brad Bird
Brett.
publicly shot down rumors that he was in the running to helm Marvel's first family reboot. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Shangri-La, there was a mention.
Yeah, they mentioned
yeah.
Shangri-La.
Yeah.
Was it who mentioned it? Quicksilver?
Pietro.
Oh, Pietro. Yeah, Pietro. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Mentioned it.
Yeah, he like
Nice.
spoke like one line of Shangri-La.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Think of what the hotel, Shangri-La.
yeah, because it is a place in Marvel, Marvel Comics. So
And it's also a place in Singapore.
yes, it's an it's a theme park or like a resort.
The hotel.
Resort. Yeah. Shangri-La.
But they're probably
Agnes.
mentioning the Marvel one.
Yeah, the main one. Agnes recalls Vision's fate. Yeah, we talked about this just now. She recognizes him as one of the Avengers before remembering that he's dead. So a brief awakening may serve to resolve theories is actually Agatha Harkness. Instead, she seems to just be another victim for now.
Yeah, but
Who knows?
her actions and ability to talk back seems to show that she seems to have more control over it than the other residents.
Yeah, seems like there's more to her than meets the eye still. So we'll have to see.
Like she was even able to drive the car back when everyone else was frozen.
That's
Yeah.
right. She's the only one, right?
And she was also able to talk to Vision when everyone else was frozen.
Yeah. Although she had to be awakened in order to remember stuff.
Yeah, she had to be awakened for her to remember stuff, but she was still able to talk beforehand,
Yeah,
where everyone else could not.
right.
Bernie's feeling sick.
Yeah, I just sent you guys a message. Sorry guys, just gotta
Go
get
ahead.
a bit early, have an early night.
Yeah, you seem like
Shrug.
you're a little bit crooked.
Struggling with the sniffles and my nose, and
Yeah.
it's not to do with WandaVision, nothing to do with that. It's
Nothing to do with WandaVision.
it's actually one of the great episodes. And,
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
so
all right.
We'll see you next one. Yeah.
Yeah, see you
Yeah,
next
Bernie.
further
next time.
discussion.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Yes, well, yeah.
See you.
Yep.
All right, thank
See
you.
you later, mate.
See ya, Bill. Good night.
Night. So what else do we have?
What else? So Monica was actually exposed to the barrier twice.
It's quite dangerous for her, like, because it's changing her body. You know.
Yeah.
Actually, why is it twice?
Yeah.
One going in and one going out.
Oh, okay. What, in and out, eh? Okay, in and out. So, yeah, apparently they said something about her, something changing at a genetic level.
But I think the two different blood types was also when she was pulled into like the black and white phase and then pushed out in a different era.
Ah,
That's my theory anyway. I think other people have got the same thing.
apparently, this might be what gives her superpowers.
Yeah, that's also another theory, which we talked about in the last episode.
Yeah, like the whole photon reference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How and interesting how she's gonna then interact with Carol Danvers mentioned in this episode.
Captain Marvel
in
2.
the sequel, yeah, Captain Marvel 2.
Because she will be in Captain Marvel 2. What else?
Did we see this? Spider-Man mask.
Oh yeah, I did that. That was so fun.
Yeah, I must have missed it.
On Halloween.
But considering if it's Spider-Man,
It's not really that Spider-Man.
No, it's the black one.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but if you're considering Spider-Man as well, they also have their own like multiverse in a way.
Yeah, the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, they have the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Like the black Spider-Man look, I think.
Well, of course it's
The Miles
Halloween.
Morales one, yeah.
That's why it's Halloween.
But considering the Miles Morales is the latest one,
Miles Morales one. Yeah.
the Spider-Man.
So not
did-
the sinister, almost hellish fire effects around the Spider-Man shapes. So kind of like maybe a nod to the something.
Did anyone notice that Darcey was wearing a Mickey Mouse watch when she was hacking?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
the
mentioned
Hayward
that.
files? Yeah.
Darcey Lewis.
Yeah, she's a fan of Disney, so she had to make a
Yeah.
mouse watch.
Well, there's a Disney connection there. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a funny one.
I
Bullet
think
holes.
that was intentional.
Bullet holes. Yeah. So I think Jono mentioned this, right? The seeing his body riddled with bullet holes just for that split second, which we saw her. That's how he died, right? Like
Yeah,
in
that's
Age
how
of
he died.
Ultron. It's difficult to forget a key speech by Doctor Strange in Avengers comic book number 443 when he warned just how dangerous someone who can manipulate reality really is. Can you understand the delicate mindset of a woman, a person who has control over reality? It means reality controls her. Imagination becomes the enemy. Structure disappears. Appears that her grip on reality is slipping away.
Seems so. So this does seem like it's leading up to Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Here's something interesting. Back in episode 4, Darcy referred to the other people she was traveling with to the sword cape as the full clown car. The joke pays off again in episode 6 when a bunch of sword gets sucked into the
And
hex
became
and
clowns.
turns into clowns.
It's
Yeah.
maybe a more subtle one reference.
That's probably
Yeah.
more of a subtle one because I think that's why they say like in these type of shows where it's like a really in-depth psychological type show,
Yeah.
everything tends to matter.
Or sometimes they might not matter, but you think they do because you're looking for
Sometimes you're looking at the wrong thing.
maybe.
But it's a mystery, so we're actually trying to solve it all together.
Yeah, well, as far as we know, Jimmy
It's a lot of
has still not identified the Westview man in witness protection. He's been,
Yeah, they haven't
yeah.
mentioned who the witness protection person is.
Yeah. What if it's Pietro? Nah.
I actually thought
Yeah.
I actually thought that and mentioned it in that last episode.
Yeah.
It could have been.
It's not like your dead husband could die twice.
Yep, and then he was like completely whisked away by
Yeah. And then she was reality away once again. Interesting to note, I think we did mention this as well. Quicksilver knows Vision is dead, even though he seems to originate from an entirely different reality. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, that's why I think this thing is partially wrong. It doesn't seem like he is from an alternate
different reality?
reality.
But
It seems like he was in the same reality
just a different face.
with a different face, because even Pietro didn't know that.
Yeah.
Doesn't know why his face changed.
Yeah. Although it's hard to say as well, right? They could be setting something up and trying to mislead us in this direction for now.
Yeah, but at the moment it seems like they completely broke that X-Men theory.
Yeah. That it's not the X-Men universe coming into the MCU.
Yep. The only thing that I could think of is the X-Men movies, like the oldest style ones, were set in the 90s.
Yeah.
Which would be effectively the same as WandaVision right now. They're like, I mean, Days of Future Past and the X-Men Dark Phoenix, it's not set like in the present, it's set in the past.
Oh yeah.
Which is why they were all younger.
Yeah.
Like the younger X-Men.
Yeah.
So those were set in like the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Before they got like old and wrinkly.
Yeah.
That's the only connection I thought of from the last episode. But now, since seeing this episode and seeing how Pietro acted, it's definitely not the Pietro from, or the Quicksilver from the X-Men. Because in the X-Men, he went by a different name. I forgot what it was, but it definitely was not Pietro Maximoff.
Yeah, he was even called Pietro.
Interesting.
X-Men's Quicksilver.
And there was no mention of Wanda in
Yeah,
X-Men.
there was no mention of that one as well. But then they can't like rewrite it because they did mention the parents multiple times in this episode.
Yeah.
Meaning this Pietro is the one that we know.
Yeah.
They kind of like pushed that into like the episode a lot, so it's like it's definitely not the X-Men.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I mean, you would think that Marvel would try to gradually bring in the X-Men, given that they have the rights now, right?
But they're probably not doing it through Quicksilver then. There must be some other way they're doing it.
Not yet. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, but you know, why use him, right? Why not just use Aaron Taylor Johnson? Right? Like just the easy choice, right? Just use the original, the same MCU Quicksilver. So there's something, I don't know, still something, not quite.
So in the X-Men movie, he was under the name Peter.
Peter Maximoff.
Yeah.
Maximoff. Yeah.
Not Pietro.
Yeah.
Different story.
But the interesting thing is that the real Pietro wouldn't have known how Vision died because he died before Thanos. So
He died
Yeah,
before
but-
Thanos. Correct.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's correct.
it makes
Yeah.
me think that this Pietro is somehow, could be like an undercover
So he's got knowledge of all that.
sword agent. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why we're thinking that he actually could be a sword agent.
Yeah.
Or he could be Mephisto in disguise. Yeah.
Or Mephisto in disguise, which is also a theory. How does he know things about the reality that we know, and probably knows Wanda enough to pretend to be the brother?
Yeah.
But then again, how does he get the same powers as Quicksilver?
Yeah. Well, if he's Mephisto, he can
He can adopt.
choose whatever he wants, powers he wants. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of theories to go around.
Yeah.
But it's also a big mystery.
Well, I mean, we've gone past the halfway point of the series, so I think we're heading into the final stretch
Oh yeah.
where hopefully most of the questions will get answered.
How many episodes have we got left?
3
3 episodes and
Mhm.
possibly 1 bonus episode.
Oh, there's a bonus.
bonus.
Possibly.
Oh,
That would be
interesting. Secret.
Or it could be a double finale.
Double finale or something.
Yes, like a 1 hour,
Yeah.
like the premiere,
9 and 10, wasn't it? Yeah.
double episode.
Mm.
So we
Like-
actually get like episode 7, episode 8, and a double for the finale.
Oh, 9 and 10. Oh, interesting. All right.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But
I
I
think
guess
we'll be
with
surprised.
all the episodes coming out, we're going into it with a lot of questions.
Oh, actually, the intro. Now that, I kept thinking which sitcom is Malcolm in the Middle.
And Malcolm in the Middle. I never watched that series, so I have no idea.
I remember that. It's so
Well, apparently it doesn't actually fit 90s because it actually ran on Fox from 2000 to 2006.
yeah, but I thought
Yeah.
not really a 90s TV series, so I don't know why they used it for this episode. It doesn't seem that 90s to me.
Yeah. And the interesting thing is, we mentioned the movies, right? The Parent
Yeah,
Trap
they were too early.
came out in 1998. Well, Incredibles was 2004, and yet we saw them like side by side on the cinema listing in the episode.
Yeah, but it suited the theme of the show.
Yeah, it suited the theme, because it's about this super powered family and twins as well, too. So,
but then again, the reality is actually still the actual timeline. It's just that inside that bubble, the time is really wonky.
Yeah.
Maybe we should end it here.
Yeah, it's midnight anyway, so we will. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Good to see you guys. Maybe next week we'll watch it, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you guys next week for episode 7.
Yes. Should be a good one too.
All right. See you.
See you. Oh.
Yep.
We'll
All
talk
right.
online and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
See ya, Bill. See ya, everybody.
Ciao, everyone.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.